from beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Miami Dolphins. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Set. 11.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Look at this defense. They enter play here 24th in the league against the run.
For some defensive fronts, playing the run is not the priority. It's playing the pass, right? They get upfield, they rush the passer, and sometimes neglect stopping the run. That's something that they have to work on and reverse a little bit. Make sure you play the run on your way back to the quarterback.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line. Now Burrow loses the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Achane to start the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Well, this defense for the Bengals very strong in that victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. First carry for Raheem Mostert. They find some open field here. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. On first down, Tagovailoa. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. The Dolphins at 8-1 on the year, and they come in off a loss which snapped that impressive 8-game winning streak.
Well, you'll never be able to get a team to admit that a loss is a good thing. It's never in any team's DNA. But sometimes it relieves a little bit of the pressure, and now they can start fresh.
On second down, Mostert. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here is 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll run Achane. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Bengals. And McPherson on for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. 14, Dolphins 7. Kick return TD. Here's yet another kickoff. The Dolphins take over first. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group, and sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
Go ahead.
Now 3rd down and 7. Here's Tua. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
That's good for a Miami Dolphins. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
That one caught by Tyreek Hill. Down the sideline he goes. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 60 yards.
First down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. Mostert will score. Touchdown, Miami. Sanders on for the extra point. Now we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
On one, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because, to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
How about the big guy there showing some agility? He just float from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Here we go.
They work now on 2nd and 9. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain there of 21 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
11 coming.
Here's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Now Burrow. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Channing Tindall, the one who got through to drop him. So on 4th down, on is Brad Robbins to punt for the Bengals. This is taken at the 15. 31 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in.
The ball comes out. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. This time, good ball security and a good result. First and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Tua going to throw. Escaping the pressure. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Running left, Achane. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So on 4th down, on is the punter Ryan Wright. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punch coming in, I don't have a return punch, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are, about whether you should fair catch it or not. But sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Tua sets up to pass it. Out route to Hill, complete. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. A run straight ahead with Achane. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Get set. All right, fellas, listen up. Scat. Hey.
Now Tua. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
Jason Sanders on for the field goal on 24-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins have come back now to regain the lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
11 empty.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front, the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
11 MT, take. 11 MT, take. 11 MT, 11 MT.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Bengals 14.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now. There he goes, left side, across midfield. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. 109 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Two and now on first down. Forced out to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. This is caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Brought down by multiple multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game, is he's...
And the pressure gets to him again. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A 41-yard punt there with no return, and out will come the offense as they take over.
44.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Turbo 1, high. Turbo 1, high. High. Set.
On 2nd down, Tua. And going deep for Hill. This is intercepted. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here 1st and 10 at their own 21. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. This one complete to Tunyon underneath. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Finding space at the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
11 MT. 11 MT.
1st down. Here's Burrow. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
From midfield now, Burrow sliding up, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Bradley Chubb, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, their goal is not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
20 TX.
A give left side. Here's Achane. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Third down and 13.
Turbo 3, kick.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
That's good for a Miami Dolphins.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. We have played 3 quarters. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Again, it's Achane. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 141 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 2nd and a couple. Running right, here's Achane. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. So no gain on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A give, running right, Achane. And able to get this to the 31.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the gun, a run with Mostert. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Bengals are right back in this football game. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Down the left sideline. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 76 yards.
Here we go.
Well, that didn't take long. 1 play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Bradley Chubb picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
On 2nd down, Burrow.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Here we go.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down.
God. 11 MT, take. 11 MT, take. 11, 11, 11, 11.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Robert Tonyan, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field.
McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. Hand off to Achane to begin the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 158 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Achane here, they stay on the ground. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Hey, get set.
On the handoff, it's Achane.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll run again. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And that will keep this a 3-point game. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because, remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for the Dolphins, the great run they've been on continues.